All right, spiritual business owners, it's time to have a conversation around your least favorite thing, sales and selling. So, I know that most spiritual business owners really struggle when it comes to sales. You feel guilty for asking for money. You feel guilty for charging more than 111 for an hour-long session with you. However, you're also starting to realize, oh my God, I can't create a sustainable income if I'm undercharging, if I'm creating major extended payment plans, and if I'm attracting the type of people who are going to sign up for these type of programs at this low cost and in extended payment plans. Of course, there are times and places for those things, but for the context of this, we are focusing more on selling high ticket and feeling comfortable selling in your spiritual business. So before you wonder, who am I? Why am I the person that is educated to teach you this? My name's Sarah. I've been running a spiritual business for over 5 years now in the fields of Akashic Records, quantum healing, and business mentorship. And I have so much experience when it comes to sales and selling in a spiritual business and being able to go from that undercharging, extended payment plans, feeling guilty for even charging, to feeling safe to sell, mentorship packages at over $30,000. Selling my higher ticket programs at $3,000, $5,000, my bundles at $8,000. So much comfort and neutrality has come to me in pricing. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of how I got to that place in my life when it comes to spiritual business and how you can do the same thing too. Because let's be real, you're here to serve humanity. You have a spiritual business because you got a big heart. You're empathic. You are literally here to serve. You know that you want to support people through their spiritual awakening. You want to help them heal. You want to help them liberate from the things that are holding them back. You want to run a conscious or spiritual business. This does not need to be just energy healing or just psychic senses. This could be that you are running a jewelry line and you're spiritual and you put intentions into those jewelry lines. Or you are, maybe even running a coffee company and you put intentions into the coffee. Whatever it is, there's a spiritual human being behind the scenes of your business, which makes your business inherently spiritual. Now, let's get into it. You're a soft, kind, loving person. You do this work for free. Should you do this work for free? No. But you've been programmed subconsciously and consciously to serve for free as a spiritual business owner because of the wounded healer archetype. I'm sure you might have got those comments on Instagram if you are visible online of, she should just sell everything for free. If you're spiritual, why not give Being spiritual does not equate to living a very bad life because you are a martyr and give everything for free. Actually, if you actually studied, metaphysics, you took spirituality pretty serious like me and went to university for it and got, your bachelor's degree in metaphysical science, you'd learn. Lesson 2, week 2. To be connected to God, creator, source, whatever you want to say, I use God, is to be prosperous. Why? To be connected to God, creator, source, creates an overflow. You have a permanent, prosperous connection. With that connection comes abundance. You are literally in the abundant flow. God wants you to be wealthy. It's biblical, it's spiritual, it's the truth. And so as you're creating a spiritual business or a kingdom business, if you're more faith-based, I prefer those terms, you are literally here to sell your offers to people. The longer you don't sell, the more people are not being served. And so if you're really kind-hearted, if you're really here to serve people, then why aren't you selling? Why aren't you posting every day? Why aren't you sending those emails and creating those social media campaigns to actually reach your audience? Why do you have such a big repulsion to sales? Why are you so resistant to actually selling the things that are going to support people? I understand that what you're feeling is guilt. You feel really bad asking people, hey, okay, I have this amazing, package of 3 sessions, and you want to cringe when you say, but it's 1111. You're like, oh, nobody will pay that much. People don't want to invest that much in spirituality. People can't afford that. All of these thoughts and feelings and beliefs, they just come to the surface. What do you do about them? Well, in this video, I can't solve those problems for you. If you are somebody that wants to overcome those deeper subconscious beliefs, blocks, and programs, I do offer business breakthrough sessions where we can break down all of the subconscious blocks and use the quantum healing methods that I have in order to actually break through those bigger subconscious blocks that are stopping you from selling. The information will be in the description box below. Let's get back to the point of this video. When it comes to breaking through this block and barrier to sales and selling, you need to understand as a spiritual business owner that the pivot that needs to happen in your mind is you need to understand When you can sell what you are offering with conviction, knowing that what you're selling is supporting and serving, you should naturally start to feel safer to sell. When you are just selling offers and you're kind of coming from that background of, okay, I'm just selling, I'm just, a spiritual person who's selling my offerings on like Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever platforms you're using, that's not giving you the conviction that you need. You need to show up online understanding how much effort and energy you've put into your spiritual awakening to be in a position and place where you can offer these services. You need to understand that the impacts that you have on people are huge. What you offer to people is big. The more value you see in yourself and your services, the more you're going to understand that you do need to be charging and charging well. I'm going to tell you a story. When I first started offering Akashic Records readings, the first couple I did as just pay what you want to get experience, get some reviews, practice, see is this what people want. I, of course, was pretty sold out when I did that, and I went through a very rapid journey of raising my prices until I met a price point that was both highly in demand, but I wasn't burnt out. And that price took me to about $333 per session, and I was able to scale to that in about 2 months, under 2 months. The process of going from pay what you want, so getting paid $40 for an hour compared to $333 for an hour, happened because I was able to understand I'm one of the only people that can do this service, and I'm one of the only people that can do this service well and be so well trusted by my community and audience that I know so many people who physically won't book an Akashic Records reading with anybody else because they only trust me. They won't let their records be open. I started to understand that the demand was so high that if I was continuing to offer pay what you want, or at the end of that I did 111, which I could not maintain because if you looked at my calendar in the month of May 2020, it was a mess because there was so many bookings. I physically would burn out if I kept offering at that price point, and then I'm a disservice to my community and my audience and the people who are booking because I can't show up with as much energy. When I found the sweet spot of 333 for those readings, what happened was I was still booked out for months. But I had more than enough energy because I was receiving what was and truly is, at least at that point in my career, an equal energy exchange for the energy I was giving. If you really think about it, you need to be paid for the services that you're offering. And a lot of people won't see that. A lot of people will say, oh, you're spiritual, you should be kind, you should just give it away. No, you're spiritual, you should be paid well. You're spiritual. You should be able to live an incredible life. You should be able to travel. You should be able to stay in an amazing apartment or home. You should be able to afford to purchase land. You should be eating the highest qualities of foods. You should be drinking the highest qualities of beverages and water and have these filtration machines. You should be able to live a high standard because you are literally a high quality service provider. You're spiritual, so you're going through so much behind the scenes that your clients don't even know about to maintain your frequency, to maintain your vibration. So you need to be paid in alignment to what you're offering to the world. If you're somebody like myself who's sitting here, we can sit down in a 1-hour business breakthrough session and just blow up your business, get the clarity on your pricing, open and build your product suite, work on your marketing and branding. I've helped people within an hour make over $100,000 in launches. I've helped people in an hour in a session literally make millions in investments. If I'm sitting here and doing that, I'm not going to sell a session for 111 because the return on the time that I'm sitting with that person doing this work is so high that they need to invest the amount of money that gives me the energy to provide the session and give them the highest value. If I got paid 111, I wouldn't be able to eat the correct foods. I wouldn't be able to have all of the juices that I need in order to do these sessions. I wouldn't be able to stay in the places that I need to stay. I wouldn't have the energy to provide the session. So you need to understand that when you're getting paid, you are receiving energy. It's currency. When you're getting money, you're selling my 5 and 6 month business mentorship, 25, 30K. Yeah, that's even a little low in my opinion because I need to be paid for the energy that I'm giving in the session. And you do too. You're a spiritual business owner. You take so much energy for a session. It's like, be real, you understand. a 1 hour energy healing session is not the same as a 1 hour therapy session when you're just talking to somebody. It requires so much energy to have gotten to the position that you're in, the training that you've gone through, and the energy that you actually exude on the call. So start charging more and start to neutralize. And we talk more about neutralization when it comes to sales and selling in my Safe to Be Seen, Safe to Sell mini course, which is also included in Spiritual Business Academy, which is just the vault of spiritual business trainings that I have, which you can find more in the description box below. But when it comes down to it, you need to neutralize the emotions around selling. I'm at a position and point where I could sit there, I don't really do sales calls, but I'm happy to do those calls if people need to inquire about what's for them. I could sit here and list the price or send an email with the price or send the PDF or the website with the price, and I don't flinch. It's very normal to me. It's just a number, right? And the more that you attach your worth and value and guilt to the number, you're repelling your clients. You're showing people that you don't even think you're valuable at that price point. And so you need to raise your standards for yourself and you need to raise your value. For example, your destined offer. This is a package to work with me. It usually takes about 4 sessions for us to actually complete your destined offer, which is where we actually build out your full offer. This is where we go into the Akashic Records to figure out what your destined offer is. So what is the actual offer that you're meant to by your Akashic Records, God, higher self to sell, what is going to sell, what your soulmate clients need, the marketing behind it, the branding behind it, the pricing, the strategy, the content, all of those things in the session. That we've just launched that offer. That's $2,500, and that's the early price point for that offer. Once we do those a couple of times, that price is rising probably about 5 to 7K once we've done a couple of trials and have the case studies for you. That's numbers, right? And you have to have that type of mindset. People could say it's cold, but when it comes to sales and selling, you have to have a little bit of that. You have to have a little bit of that. The dissociation isn't the right word, but it's failing to figure out the word. But you need to have a separation between you and that number. If I sat here and said, yes, your destined offer is $2,500. If I said that and I didn't believe in my offer, if I was guilty for selling, if I felt shame, I'd probably be like, yeah, but it's $2,500. And I'd feel awkward saying it. I'd feel lack of conviction. I wouldn't believe people would pay. I'd be like, okay, yes, but also you can have this 12-month payment plan. People could do that. I don't offer a 12-month payment plan on that, by the way. I would not even offer a 5-month payment plan on that type of thing at all. Maybe 2 payments most. 3, it depends who it is. But at that point, it's there's a clear boundary. It's the work needs to be paid for. We're sitting here and we're doing big work. We are collaborating to be able to build something together that you couldn't do alone. And so when it comes to charging as a spiritual business owner, you need to have conviction. You need to have authority. You have to have that little different, I have to say dissociation because I can't think of the word, but you have to be separate from your price. You can't charge, your worth. You need to charge what the service is worth, but not what you're worth. Okay, that's a big thing too. Charge what the service is worth, not what you're worth. And you need to be able to have a little bit of emotional neutrality when it comes to numbers, when it comes to sales. You're a business owner. And as a spiritual business owner, I know you avoid it. I know you won't want to see yourself as a business owner, as a CEO. You don't want to think about marketing and sales. Remember one day I celebrated somebody who I thought had an incredible marketing technique that they were doing in person in this little town. And they were like, no, I'm not marketing. That's bad. That's capital. You're marketing. And so it's really important for you to get a little bit of the sales mindset, get a little bit of that business mindset, get a little bit more grounded in the fact that you run a business, even though it's spiritual. Because if your business isn't grounded, you won't make the money. You have to ground your business to make the money, attract the clients, and sell. Somebody's going to purchase from me as opposed to somebody that is just a little bit more feminine in their business, who's not going to have so much conviction, who's not going to share their price points like this, who's not going to, I can tell you right now that if somebody else took Destined Offer and sold it for $333, they won't provide the results that I'd provide at $2,500. Once again, $2,500 is really low. That's the first 3 people, which there's only 2 spots left, by the way. So if you want your Destined Offer at that price point, get in the door. And you have to sit with this conviction. You literally have to have this conviction. You have to have authority. You can't question if your offers are worth that amount of money. You have to neutralize it. And it's really hard for spiritual business owners because you're so used to that 111. And I know that because I remember when it was 111 for everybody. I remember back in my day as if I'm 80, but like 5 years ago, 3 months of mentorship, people would sell for 3,333. I couldn't do that for under 15,000 because of the amount of energy that you're investing in it. Start raising your prices and raise your standard, raise your value. Stop undercharging. You aren't going to get to the success that you want if you're undercharging. And you have to also get to the point, and we talk about believing and client attraction, etc. in another offer, that people will purchase at that price point, and people will. There's so many people out there who are ready and willing to invest, especially when we go into the spiritual market and then this next year in the industry. The industry is about to boom, by the way. If you're not starting your spiritual business now, get in Spiritual Business Academy and make your account and just start posting now. Because by April, if you haven't already created authority, you're behind. And that's just the truth. I would love to be able to like put a little love there and say, no, start whenever you want. Like you'll be in the forefront. But the reality is that no, if you don't start now, you're not the authority in April when we go through mass awakening. You need to become an authority now. You have to start the business now. You need to make the offers now and start to sell based on the direction of the market and the industry. The more you separate business and spirituality and you don't see the link between the two, the more you avoid those two things interlinking, the more that you pretend like you should avoid business when it comes to spirituality and avoid all this business terminology, you're just being a disservice to your business. You're preventing yourself from selling. You're sabotaging your income. You're sabotaging your clients. And the people who are paying you literally need you. Like they need your help. They can't accomplish what they want to accomplish without your specific offers. You literally have an offer that specific people need in order to prevail in their life, in order to reach their highest potential, in order to live their dream life, in order to start their business or overcome their challenges or heal their wounds or whatever you're offering, whatever your mission is, whatever your why is. You need to understand that you not selling is hurting people. You're being a disservice to humanity by not selling your offer. So start to sell your offer so you can actually serve humanity, because the more you just act in the spiritual, I don't want to sell and I don't want to charge, you're literally hurting people who are waiting on the sidelines ready to just click pay in full for a $5,000 1-month mentorship with you. Start to sell. You need to sell in order to serve at this point. So stop avoiding it. Stop being so afraid of selling. And if you want that little additional nudge when it comes to selling and sales, the amount of different business offers that I have is extraordinary. So if you want the whole menu, please contact me. My email and contact information will be in the description box below, so you're able to contact me for all of the offers. But what I'm going to share just briefly here, if you want the mini course called Safe to Be Seen, Safe to Sell, that will be in the description box below. It is a little 4-part course helping you feel safe to be seen and helping you feel safe to sell. That's included in Spiritual Business Academy. Spiritual Business Academy is the program that you're going to want to be in if you want to build or scale your business. Yes, Spiritual Business Academy takes you from ground zero. So it's present and helpful for you if you've never even had your idea yet, if you don't even know what you want to sell, if you're still having to create your Instagram account. But it's also for you if you want to grow your business. You have the account. Maybe you're making some sales every now and then, but you're wanting to create consistent income. You're wanting to break through your income gaps. Maybe you're capped at like 5K, 10K. You want to break through that 10K. You want to learn how to create better quality content, conscious content create, and overcome the sales guilt. All of that's in SBA. It is like the mastermind. There's nothing like it on the internet at all, by the way, for spiritual business owners. So you're going to want to be in their description. It'll be in the description box below. And then I also, of course, offer business breakthrough sessions, which is Akashic Records and quantum healing to help you solve any problems you're currently facing in your business right now, get clarity and insight. What we can do in those sessions is incredible, as well as business blueprint sessions. That is like your business plan from the Akashic Records. So you get everything: pricing, strategy, marketing, offer suite, Everything is included in that. So you can find all the informations for that in the description box below. And I'm super excited to support you once again. I have more offers than just that. I do have 5-month mentorship, 6-month mentorship, 6-week mentorship, and 3-month mentorship, packages of breakthrough sessions, Akashic Records readings, etc. If you want to get to know my offers, you're going to need to email me, and I will email you back, giving you all of the different offers that I have and a little form to help me understand your business. There will be an opportunity that we can hop on a quick, 10-minute, 15-minute audio call if you have questions or want to tell me a little bit more about what your business is, what your challenges are, what your problems are. So I'm able to match you with the right offer that's actually going to help you. So then you're not just, trying to guess what offer is going to work for me. I'm able to use my advice, education, and also, if you want me to, tap into your records just to see what offer is actually for you. The last thing that I want to note is I do have my Quantum Healing for Business Owners bundle. This is a bundle of 5 quantum healings that are designed to help you break through in your business, meet your desired income goals, attract your soulmate clients, become more visible on social media, and so much more. That will be in the description box below. That is an amazing starting point as well if you're looking for rapid, fast results. I've had reels go viral, healed from major traumas of being bullied when I was a kid, consistently breaking through my glass incomes in my business, as well as started to attract the most incredible, life-changing clients that I love so much. So all of that will be in the description box below. If you want to contact me, the information will be there, as well as I'm currently open for interviews for different podcasts and YouTube. So if you are looking for someone educated in Akashic Records, quantum healing, and spiritual business, especially when it comes to spiritual business and sales and conscious content creation, feel free to contact me at the email below as well. I'm sending you so much love. If you have any specific video ideas or requests that you have, make sure to comment below. And if you know anybody that this video could help or that would be supported by any of my services, make sure to share this video, make sure to refer. And I do have a little referral program. So if you do refer somebody, please let me know and I can give you a little bit of information on what that looks like. I'm sending you so much love and I can't wait to support you further in building your business.